Hey guys, it's Scott here, and in this latest gameplay overview I'll be taking a look at the Nintendo Switch game Android Assault Cactus, which is a twin-stick shooter. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the opening cutscene.
This is Junior Constable Cactus. I've caught up with the civilian freighter and I'm on approach.
Copy that. You're looking at the Yankee Star. It sent a garbled message 3 days ago before going silent. We need you in close to scan for anomalies.
Weapons lock detected. Preparing for evasive maneuvers.
Weapons lock? That's a civilian freighter.
There's a lot of lasers pointed at me. I think it used to be their asteroid defense system.
This is beyond the scope of the operation. I'm advising you to abort the mission and retreat immediately.
And submit a mission failed report? I hate those forms. I'll take my chances with the lasers.
Listen to me, Cactus. The hangar is sealed. There's no way on board.
I think I see an opening. It's okay, folks. I'm the police. Commence being calm. That was amazing! I thought we were done for.
Well, I can't believe you hit those robots with your ship.
Oh, no problem. I do that kind of thing all the time.
Save people or crash into things?
Both?
So as I mentioned before, I rudely stopped talking to allow the opening cutscene to play. Assault Android Cactus is a twin-stick top-down shooter whereby you sort of move the twin sticks, obviously, of the Joy-Cons or of the Pro Controller. One stick to aim and one stick to move. But interestingly, unlike normal twin-stick shooters, you have to press the corresponding R trigger button to actually fire. But what you can do afterwards is then, as it just demonstrated there, press the alternate L or LZ button to change weapons to a more powerful weapon. Now, the concept of this game is to pretty much destroy anything in sight, but if you do lose your health, you'll then regenerate straight away, so long as you've got energy left. So there's sort of like two different ways of managing the health in this game. One is the actual health bar, so if that depletes, you then die. But if you have enough energy left over, you can then regenerate and continue where you're left off from, as demonstrated here by this on-screen tutorial prompt. But the general consensus of the game is pretty straightforward and simple. So you've got the health on the left-hand side of the screen, and then you've got the battery meter in the middle. Two forms of attack, the light and heavy attack, and then to move you just use the analog sticks. And the objective, as I mentioned before, is just to destroy everything on screen. And then once you do destroy everything on screen, it is mission complete and mission cleared.
Does someone want to fill me in?
The ship's entire robot workforce is out to get us. Their masters, the 4 section lords, who are supposed to be protecting us, went nuts 2 days ago, and we've been fighting to survive ever since.
We are not part of their little uprising because androids have independent cores. But that just means we're targeted along with the humans.
Section lords can't take over ships. Your Nexus core is in charge. Why is she letting this happen? The core stopped responding 3 days ago. We were still investigating when the section lords made their move. Then our priority is getting your core back online. She's the one who can regain control. Someone, lead the way.
Hold on there, space cop. There's 100,000 homicidal robots and 3 kilometers of ship between us and the core.
Yeah?
Who in their right mind would expect total strangers to follow them into certain death?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Cactus.
So as you just saw, Android Assault Cactus features a story mode whereby the 4 major protectors of the ship have retaliated and are now taking control of the entire ship, and so it's now your mission as a android to take them down and, destroy them all. So in this case, how it works is you start by picking a character of your choice with 4 different characters to choose from. Each of these characters have a slightly different combat style and sort of appearance, but in terms of how they play, they are pretty much the same. So you can just go for whichever one you prefer the most. After selecting a character, you'll be then taken to the game's hub world for that particular location. So there's 4 different zones, each relating to one of the different zone bosses, and here you'll be able to navigate around and choose your next mission. Obviously missions are locked, so you do have to play in a progressive nature, but any mission that has been previously unlocked can be replayed again to get a better high score.
All clear.
The missions themselves are pretty straightforward because the only objective is to destroy all the enemies without dying, and this is made a little bit simpler with the addition of power-ups that appear during the course of the gameplay. So when you're defeating various enemies that appear on the screen, which as you may see at the moment, there are various different kinds that relate to flying, and some that have got stronger armour. They may occasionally drop power-ups which will enable you to do more damage for the weapon that you're using, or they may recharge your battery, which means you have a more successful chance of staying alive during intense moments. There's some additional other power-ups as well that you may encounter, such as restoring health and give you a additional weapon usage during for a limited period of time. In addition to these regular missions, which see players explore a small limited area or just defeat endless amounts of enemies, we also have boss stages. Now these boss stages require a little bit of strategic and tactical element, as just simply standing in front of the enemy and destroying them will not work. You have to really dodge the bullets and run around and move around and then use the pickup items effectively in order to successfully deal damage to the boss. Now how the boss fights work, they are separated into different blocks of squares, so each time you defeat the boss's square, it will be knocked down for a brief moment of time to give you that additional chance of using your attacks to do even more damage. And the idea here is that you will keep up your attack combo going, so that you can keep the chain of attacks going and increase your attack, and then you will collect the power-ups to deal the devastating blow in order to defeat the boss. In addition to the single player aspect of Assault Android Cactus, this game features a semi-online competitive multiplayer mode known as Infinity Drive and Daily Drive, and basically these are survival modes that will allow you to obtain a high score and share that score online with other players so that you can compare to see who is a better survival player within this game. So as I mentioned, the 2 gameplay modes are Infinity Drive and Daily Drive. Now Infinity Drive is simply a single player survival mode whereby you must survive for as long as possible. So this mode does not end, you can play for as long as you're able to survive, and then once you die your score that you've attained will be shared online with other players, as well as a ranking on where you are. Now this is done sort of in real time, so as soon as you end the match, if you're connected to the online multiplayer aspect, or if you're connected to the Nintendo network, your score will be shared online, and then you'll be able to immediately see where you rank within the player ranking of this game. Daily Drive, on the other hand, is a different kind of experience that changes every day, and each day there'll be a new type of survival mode aspect with a new leaderboard and a new score. So if you wanted to show your competitive nature in this game, it's best to do the Daily Drive first to see the new challenge that awaits, and then the Infinity Drive, and as always the multiplayer rankings will change each day. Now Assault Android Cactus doesn't feature any online multiplayer aspects in terms of where you can play the game cooperatively online with other players, but you can play local couch co-op for up to 4 players. So if you've got a lot of friends that want to give this a go in survival mode or in terms of main campaign, you can get your buddies along and play 4-player on one screen, and it does become a bit chaotic, but at the same time it can be a lot of fun. That's pretty much what you can expect from Assault Android Cactus, which is available to download digitally from the Nintendo eShop for the Nintendo Switch.
I'm just a little android.